card, I'm playing Disenchantment, and it's called Golden Enchant, Disenchantment. And at the beginning of my upkeep, choose one to destroy enchanted or gain 2 life.
This one used for a while. Hey, I kept on sanitizing. Tell them what it is. This one used for a bit, but I kept on sanitizing. Well, sanitizing.
I don't do anything.
Hospitalization, dude.
I don't do anything to my wounds.
Hello, people who just arrived. Just thought I would take a minute to say hello while I have a little signal here, which is rare. To update you guys about the skate park. So we got 6 people in it and 6 people around it. Our goal is to make it totally public and skatable. We're running on fumes and bare materials, but we're doing it. We got some tools. We got a few tents set up for now, so we have a base of operations. Water out because there's some standing water there, which is like breeding mosquitoes and things like that. It's also kind of toxic. So I was hand bucketing some of that out today since we don't have a pump. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm not here for the likes or for the subscribers. I'm here for my handful of friends who've been following me for over 10 years now on my zany adventures. I actually have several other YouTube channels with a lot more content on them, but they're mostly tutorials and demos of technology, and I don't want to really mix the two. The last thing I need is surprise the people in the other channels, and what's on those channels would surprise the people on this channel, you know. But that's how I roll. If you really want to see like the day-to-day kind of, I'm on Facebook a lot more than I'm on YouTube, just because of a bandwidth thing. Like I have a bunch of videos that I can't really upload to YouTube. I've been actually documenting a lot of this, but I don't have a SIM card, so I have to come and borrow Wi-Fi really quickly and try to upload really quickly, or the days that I could get to town and go to the library, or come to the internet cafe. Who cares who were first? Honestly, who cares? Yeah, they're really fighting over that. It's funny. Oh man. I don't think I know Carlos personally. I've seen Cadillac Slam around the slabs a few times. I don't know him very well, but for probably several months I've been in the slabs. I've been trying to provide community free meals. So I've been cooking for an army to me. So starting probably December 2nd, we will have a stove, which we don't have now, and restock our pantry and start feeding people again, because there's no better goodwill. Joey or Boozer Joey? Which Joey is that? Is that my nephew or my brother? Figure out if it's my brother or my nephew on here. I think since he's going by Joey, it's probably my nephew, because my brother goes by Joe or Joseph. Nephew. Hi, Joey. I hope you guys come out here and visit. I actually think you guys would do really well out here. It's free. Imagine the South Bronx, but free.
Hand sanitizer.
Not me.
Do you want to take the hand sanitizer? That's probably shitty. A little blue.
So, yeah. There's a lot of people around. People don't. But so far, so good. We have a little tribe over there. We got a lot of friendly neighbors. People helping us a lot. We're helping them also. It's the great thing about the slabs. Whatever bad you hear about it, man, there's 20 good people for every bad apple here. It's what makes it. Anybody have any questions? Bye, Deb. Yeah, sorry for the kind that I'm kind of stuck here without a SIM card, so I can only sit here for a few minutes a day and get some interwebs. You know, like I said, if you really want to see the day-to-day goings on, I mean, I post a lot more on Instagram and Facebook than I do on YouTube, just because of logistical reasons. It's easier. It's crazy how the temperature varies here. It gets down to like almost freezing at night, and in the day it's back up in the 80s again. So you gotta constantly be on or shedding clothing. There's a lot of travelers here today. Ooh, a lot.
I'll tell you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people here.
Sorry, dude. I was just trying to be funny earlier, but nobody got it.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get a SIM card soon and stream from the skate park itself, and you can see what we're doing there. Hi, Carlos. What's up?
You're good.
Not that good. Didn't see your hat.
Fair.
If it was a booby trap, I'd be dead.
Any questions for me?
Booby trap. Yeah, what's doing? I saw my iPad.
So yeah, I built this solar generator today out of an old solar panel, some old electronics, a radio. Inspires innovation like necessity out here. There's a lot of actually amazing technology. I just uploaded videos to my Facebook. They won't upload to YouTube. The bandwidth is just too small. Follow me on Instagram. XHTML Guru is my Instagram name. My Facebook, you could just look me up, Luis Arana. I'm probably the most famous Luis Arana on Facebook, Luis. For better and worse, but mostly for better.
No. We were talking about free entertainment.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I'm at the internet cafe right now. The bandwidth here is, you know, sporadic at best. So I sat here for the past 3 days and tried to upload videos, and they've all failed. They failed in the process of. I'm working on it. I mean, you know, almost everything I own was stolen. I got thousands of dollars of stuff like sitting at B-side. You know, what are you gonna do? I'm starting from scratch here, and I'm on my way. At least we got some out here building me a new bike. Isn't it cold as fuck sleeping? It's cold as fuck sleeping anywhere out here. I got a pretty good amount of bedding. I do need a couple more blankets, but I'm gonna hopefully get some from some slabbers. Yeah, it's cold at night. It really gets cold like 4 to 6 a.m. It gets really cold. I just bundle up and stay in the tent until the sun warms it up.
I didn't ask for shit.
It's a lot to do here, actually. I have coffee every morning at the Oasis Club. I come to the internet cafe and hang out with my friends and upload and download a little bit. I volunteer for a lot of. There's always something to do. I'm learning guitar, which I'm playing every day. I'm also doing Tai Chi and Qigong in lessons 3 times a week, and the other days I do it by myself. So I keep myself busy, you know. Yeah, I ain't one for sitting around doing nothing.
You play Megadeth. You have to thank you. Megadeth.
frustrating because I have completely started over from scratch, but I'm city now, so that's huge to me. It feels good. The gates, rather than just since I don't own a vehicle. To classical music. Music everywhere here, everywhere. It's always in the middle of the desert. There's somebody playing a guitar at all times. One of the things I love about it is it's immersive because it's a public space and it's always been a public space. And if you're going to be the guardian of it, it needs to remain a public space and you need to make it better than what was there before. So right now there's like 2 burned out cars in there, a bunch of debris. 2 feet of standing water. So we're trying to fix all those things up and take up a very small footprint so that the vast majority of the space is still open to the public, so that people they'll drive their van in for the night, their RVs for the night. So we want to really encourage that, not discourage that. And covering over the tank and making it a personal space would be kind of fucked up to the community. They need to maintain, improve upon it. Yeah, that water's pretty nasty. It's lots of creatures swimming in it, so I'm gonna assume it's not super poisonous. There's all kind of like larvae and mosquitoes and stuff breeding in there, so it's only about standing water. I just, I have 6 bilge pumps over at B-side. I just don't have access to them. So yeah, I'm doing it by hand with a bucket right now because I'm just determined to get rid of it. But I have to, of course, I have to do it very carefully. So I kind of like get naked and grab the bucket and try not to touch the water as I scoop it up and dump it out, mostly successfully. It doesn't stink or anything, so it's not super stagnant. We don't get a lot of rain and water out here. The reason there's water in there is because a few weeks ago we had flash floods here, and the tank, since it's like a Olympic swimming pool, it most of the day on that part of it, so it's not evaporating. But we're working on it. We've already actually lowered the water level significantly. I probably got about 800 to 1,000 gallons left to remove there. I'll figure that out somehow.
Rumor had it you were fucking hanging yourself to have a great orgasm in a closet.
Somebody's fixing an ATV out there. Fixing a 4-wheeler. There's a lot of 4-wheelers, a lot of bicycles, all kinds of vehicles. Yeah, stuff is weird. It's either too hot or it's too cold. Absolutely true. There's an hour a day where it's just perfect. Usually about 9:30 a.m. This time at sunset is pretty beautiful right now, but the temperature will drop over the next 6 hours. And then I'll have to put my other clothes on. Trying to keep the sun on the camera and keep everyone else off camera. Hope I'm doing a decent job at that. Public power and Wi-Fi basically goes down here because everything's solar powered. It goes down here at sunset, and we're probably an hour away from sunset. I never soak all night in the hot springs, but I go to the hot springs often. I have soaked all night in the canal and in the cold shower during the summer, where I've just spent hours and hours and hours in there. Sorry, I keep getting Facebook messages pop up. I can make some more exciting videos where you can actually watch what we're doing, because it's pretty fucking fantastic and awesome. Yeah, there's lots of hot springs. The canal is fun too. We have 2 canals actually. 2 canals of spring. They are the reason that there is life here is because of those water sources. Seriously, to protect them and share them, because we would die without them. But yeah, I love the hot springs, man. I'm in there as often as I can. Not as often as I can, which is several times a week usually.
Yeah. Well, she always danced. She was always on stage.
I can't believe I'm on camera looking like this, but whatever.
I mean, on the camera, so because you're not on your heels.
I have cooked the fish out of them. There's actually an abundance of fish in the canal. There's at least 5 different species of edible fish in there. There's river bass. I have friends who will like catch them. I, first of all, I'm not a big fish person in the first place. But yeah, I wouldn't eat out of it, but I'm happy I cook it up for other people when they bring it to me. And there doesn't seem to be any ill. I'm sure there's contaminants in there, so that's why I'm very careful with that actually. I only drink filtered water. I only eat food that's, you know, organically, locally grown here or bought in a legit supermarket. Yeah, I'm not trying to get malaria or dysentery or food poisoning out here, which I've seen so much out here. I would say at least half the slabs drink water directly from the canal. Is my ex still around? I haven't seen her because she's slabs. She lives outside of Slab City. So is she still around? I don't know. She's not in my face. She's with her new meth head boyfriend. I don't know what to tell you. But no, I don't see her. I haven't seen her at the range. I haven't seen her in Slab City. I'm sure I will. I'm not gonna, you know, say anything to her. I'll just walk right past her. I don't have nothing to say to her. I'm not mad. Just, you know,
physical, actual material.
Moved on. How about the sustainable living projects that I'm involved in? I mean, living out here is a sustainable living project. There's lots of sustainable folks out here, though. Like, yeah, I mean, there are Earthships, Adobe Homes. I've worked on those kind of things with people. Like, there's basically whatever you're into, you kind of find here. There are no building codes, so people come out here to do all kinds of stuff. And I mean, I'll show you camps individually as I make more videos, especially once I get a SIM card. Then I'll just walk you through Slab City with me and be like, look at this camp. You know, some camps are very simple, one person in a tent. Some are immense, you know, little cities of their own. Each one has their own rules and customs and culture, and like I visit a lot of them. You know, I love the Ponderosa, the Internet Cafe, the range, the mountain, Haven. I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot to do around here, and there's a lot of community organizations. There's multiple nonprofits operating out of Slab City. It's not the hellhole people think it is. There are a few bad apples, and you have to be careful. And you know, it has the same problems that any other low-income community has. I mean, it reminds me of places like the Bronx and Detroit and places like that. You know, you're gonna have some crime, you're gonna have some drugs, but for the most part, it's good people trying to make a living, and it's actually friendlier, and I feel safer here than in the hood because it's not all thugs. Like, it's very few thugs and many people who are hippies and free rainbow kids and train kids. And
is the nation on your side?
Never.
How y'all feel about that?
Fuck no, they aren't. They fucking leave you dragging like you're a fucking iron-heeled faggot in the fucking middle.
Yeah, there ain't a lot of fans of the government out here. We live right next to a military base, which you can't really see over there, but they're constantly bombing and dogfighting right above us, and I see all kinds of vintage aircraft flying through here. And even sometimes the military guys will come down 30, 40 deep to the range, hang out with us, you know, pass beers around. We have I mean, I think it's a pretty cool relationship with the military. We're both like, we're both about freedom, so we kind of like, you know, freedom, yeah. We celebrate each other's freedom as they drive by, and you know, the police are more neutral and a little more cautious, but the military is actually really nice to us. And even the police, for the most part, yeah, they can, you know, they have their incidents, but I mean, for the most part, they're nice. The sheriff's department has been nice to me. You know, they thank me for taking over B-side and taking, you know, changing it from a necessity to something nice, even if it was only for a few months, and now it's back to a cesspool of criminality. But thank me for it. You know, Thanksgiving I went and got a plate of, you know, turkey and pumpkin pie from the sheriff's department, so it's all good. You know, I still am cautious of any police like that because, you know, just like anywhere else, there's good apples and bad apples, and then you can't tell the difference with the same uniform on. So you do gotta be careful. But I have only had good experiences so far with the police. I've had a couple of like, you know, a couple of little run-ins with them, but you know, it could be a lot worse, and I've actually seen a lot worse. I've been treated much worse by the police in the Bronx, thrown up against the wall, knocked on the floor for nothing, for standing on the wrong corner at the wrong time. That actually doesn't happen here. At least I haven't seen it here. There's way less police brutality out here. So yeah, they just want to give a hassle once in a while. I mean, I'm thankful for it, honestly, because I've been beat up by the cops for no reason before. So, you know,
Nice boots, man.
that's how it is in the inner city. But at least here you have your hippie culture, as well as, you know, the standard kind of drug addicts. And see, here is a friend of mine. Every single one. We feed each other. We hold each other when we need it. We cry on each other's shoulders. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing, you know. Whatever you're into, there's always a beer to pass around. There's always a joint to pass around. There's always a cigarette to pass around. So it's a beautiful place, and I fell in love with the place. I'm not going anywhere, at least until I get my 2 summers in.
That don't fucking give me any.
Just a get no slack.
And I certainly ain't gonna let a bunch of fucking
I'll give you +8.
meth addicts chase me out of Slab City. Fuck that.
I don't know. Is it gonna rain? I bet it's not gonna rain. Who's gonna take that bet? Nobody in Slab City. Not one motherfucker.
You'll probably wait Saturday. That's great when no one's expecting it.
After the rest, yeah.
I kind of do want to go to Hot Springs tonight, though. I'm being in Hot Springs tonight. I get totally naked. Most people do, not everyone. Most people do, though. I just get totally naked, and there's a platform. And the only way I dive into the canal or the hot springs is head first straight to the bottom. So it's kind of awesome. I like it, especially at night. It's like existential. You know, you're diving in 15 feet deep, 130-degree water in the dark. You know, it's like, you know, little death kind of. You know, and then you come back up and you're still alive, and you're like, have that moment of elation.
And ears on all the time.
Yeah, I don't get drunk. I don't do hard drugs. So, you know, people have died in the hot springs from that, especially in the summertime. You know, so it can be dangerous if you're drunk and you're diving into hot, deep water. But yeah, I mean, I'm relatively sober. I did get drunk the other day. It was real silly. I went to karaoke for the first time. They have like a nice lounge out here. Marty's Lab is a really beautiful lounge that he's from, and I sang. And then I took one shot after, a celebratory shot, and that third shot had me throwing up off the side of the slab because I did it on an empty stomach. Ever since I left B-side, I left with only what I could carry. I've had like virtually no money, virtually no food, so I literally like starved for a few days. I get food stamps on the 1st. What's today? Is the 28th. So, I mean, yeah, we got 10 people just sharing 2 pieces of chicken breast and up, and we eat each other. Ponderosa's got $2 chili night, which is great. You know, there's other people who will feed you around here. So I'm just waiting 2 more days. I mean, I would have been fine. I'm actually generally a really prepared person. It was just such a surprise. 1 hour I had a home. The next hour was just carrying out what I could carry on my back. So I had nothing. I wasn't able to take food. And of course, like I told you, I have a history of feeding people. That's what I do. Like I try to provide at least 1 meal to anyone who comes to the table, gets a plate, no price, no food, no donation even, just come eat. And so at the beginning of the month, of course, I filled the pantry with my food stamps. And, you know, everybody eating my food, cooking it on my kitchen, and eating it in my house while I'm in exile. And you think anybody bring me a plate? Nope, no, not one plate. You know who fed me? The tweakers fed me. I went to the worst part of town, I laid in the sand, and I just cried for fucking 4 days. And, you know, every day, someone bring me 2 hot dogs one day. Another day, someone bring me an ice cream bar and a soda. Those were the only things I ate that day, you know? Like, that's how it is out here. People, you can't judge people, and I don't judge people. It ain't my business what drugs people do until you make it my business, And Tori and Kaz and Beret made it my business. I had no choice. They made it. They brought it to my living room. What are you gonna do? These motherfuckers is intravenously using methamphetamine. Like, that's scary as fuck. And with firearms, that's scary as fuck. What was I supposed to do? I'm not gonna die for a tree on the side of the road, because the community is not around here, especially as a camp or a community is not the garbage that we build it out of. It's the people who build it, and I got people here now. It's really sad. But I'm alright. I'm a survivor, man. You think this is the worst I have dealt with? You think I haven't done this before? You think growing up where I grew up, I never had problems with drug dealers? You know what's worse than joining a gang and being involved in gang violence? Not joining a gang and being involved in gang violence, because all of them fuck with you and you got no protection. So I did that my whole life. I don't join gangs. And I wasn't about to join this one, and that was the choice I had, I mean, they opened up, a meth candy store in the backyard. As far as I know, it's still there and operating. As far as I know.
That's what makes good fucking conductors. Because he's trying to tell them to come up louder. He's supposed to fucking tell them.
So if something happens to me, you know who did it.
They're all wearing headphones and shit like
This morning, my bike is over there. The one that he stole from me is over there. He stole it from me. He's hitting the body chain, so it's unrecognizable. Am I gonna fight some crazy fucking armed methamphetamine user for a $200 bike? No. So I just gotta look at my bike sitting over there, having the body changed so that people don't know it's mine. Whatever. But that stuff makes you sick. That stuff warps your perceptions and warps your emotions. And anybody, yeah, I am half white boy. I actually am, I guess. My mom is British and German. My dad is Puerto Rican. This is the darkest I've ever been. I'm out here getting my leather in the desert for several months. Normally I'm pretty white. My ass is still white. I won't show you my ass on camera because I'm a gentleman, but... Oh yeah, slap justice. That's why you don't see them up here like that. Everybody knows what they did. Everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows. It's not up to me. Like I said, I'm not trying to fight an armed gang of dopeheads. But everybody knows what they did. Everyone knows who I am, and they see the good that I try to do every so people can make their own decision about who's telling the truth and who's lying. The meth heads or the guy who feeds everyone. Do I know Nick? I don't know. Do I know Nick the Boss? I'll check your channel out. I don't watch much YouTube, which gets me in trouble for a while. Last time I saw him, he was headed to Mexico, and as far as I know, he's still there with Cuervo, chilling with Cuervo. Shit. Well, my phone is going, and my messages are blowing up since I finally got some signal here, so I'm gonna have to go soon. The sun's going down, they're gonna cut the power off. My phone is at 10%. Yeah, I've been making videos, but it's just really hard to upload them. It's failing, and I don't have a lot of space on my phone, so if I don't upload that video and delete it, then I can't take another one, and it's a real pain in the ass that I'm trying to work out. But I had to get back to basics. I mean, I didn't have food, shelter, water for the first few days. I didn't have those things, and they didn't give a fuck. Nobody came to help me. I mean, people came and helped me, but, not the people I've been feeding, not the people who supposedly love me, not the people who I, stood there and defended that camp for. Not those people. because methamphetamine told them that I'm their enemy. I was never the enemy. You know? But methamphetamine told them I was, because I'm not one of them. And if you're not one of them, then you're a danger, because they might have to face that monkey on their back. So, that ain't my problem though. My problem is now rebuilding my life. You know, so I don't have much to do it with. Hi Allison, how are you? It's not the kind of music you expect to hear in this lab, but everyone's enjoying it, so they keep requesting more classical music. It's classical day here. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm out of bandwidth and out of time and out of battery. I love you guys. Thank you for following. I promise I will work on the video stuff and get it off as soon as I can. I got lots of videos in my phone. I just can't upload them. So maybe tomorrow I'll try to go to library or something and upload as much as I can. In the meantime, you should follow me on Facebook, because that's where those videos are working, at least some, so I can actually upload there. And I tend to do like quick status updates there rather than YouTube, which, you know, this live right now requires bandwidth. That's a miracle that it's lasted for half an hour. So it's much easier for me to, you know, post a quick Instagram, post a quick Facebook. My Instagram is xhtmlguru. xhtmlguru. xhtml is the superset of HTML, so all ML markup languages are subsets of XML, extensible markup language. So my career has been a lot focused on the ML languages, like HTML, AIML, XML, XSLT. Those are like, you know, I even teach those in college. My other programming languages are kind of the standards. PHP. Everyone loves similar to Java transition. And yeah, you know, when you have a hammer, everything is a nail. So I tend to use the traditional, what we call a LAMP stack, Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, plus HTML5, JavaScript, and that I can do almost anything with those 5 right there. I'm working on building a laptop up now. I have a leave, so far so good. I got to install some Linux, and then I'll have my AIs back up and running here. And that's really my art form and my musical instrument here, which a lot of people haven't seen because I'm off grid, but I'm working on it, still working on it. And once I have just a basic server set up out here, then I'm gonna start blowing some minds, because they haven't seen what I could do yet. I mean, Allison, if it was close by, I wouldn't want you to go through the trouble or the expense of mailing it. Lots of people give me broken laptops because I do so much with them. I harvest the parts and fix other people's computers here for free. So if you were to send me like a broken laptop and maybe the hard drive is still good, and I'll put that in somebody's other computer, and maybe the memory is still good, I put that in someone else's computer. Also, when it comes down to it and I've stripped the computer completely of its useful parts, I melt the gold out of it with hydrochloric acid and make little gold nuggets. So nothing goes to waste here, for sure. But I mean, I would hate to like have you have the expense of a computer like that. Honestly, if you have like $15 to mail a computer, I could use the $15 more to help people than the computer itself. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have to get to the library soon because I got a PO box now, which allows me to get like gifts from the outside world, which is super helpful and useful. Yeah, then people will be able to send stuff. I'm starving. I'm actually starving and feeding people at the same time, paradoxically. So if anybody wants to donate, the same address is my PayPal address, xhtmlguru@gmail.com. I mean, if you feel like buying us dinner tonight or tomorrow, I don't get my food stamps until the 1st, so we're a little hard up. So that would help. Like $5 of supplies would be huge. Because that would allow me to buy like some meat and a bag of rice and feed a half dozen people, So my PayPal is
xhtmlguru@gmail.com. You want to be on camera? That's Josh.
She's got the claw in her hand right there. Talking about that one.
He's a good guy and an asshole at the same time.
Are you on live shit?
I told you, you're the one who wanted to be on.
Yeah.
I came all the way to the back corner so I wouldn't put people on camera. Ew!
Took it off camera, but I did it. Watch.
You smell like booze.
God.
You can't have a conversation.
There's a lot of awesome people here, man. I got about half the skate park with me here too now, since we have our own tribe, which is kind of awesome.
That dog's gonna chase taillights.
Yeah, there's a lot of awesome people here, man. We got people playing Magic the Gathering at the table back there. I want to get on that game so hard. There's like 5 of them playing right now. What up, Evan? We keep catching the end of each other's feeds, man. I'm just about out of power and out of bandwidth here.
How many measures?
Like I said, as soon as I can scrounge up enough money to get a SIM card, I will. And then I will live stream from the skate park itself. So. See you guys later. Love you. Thank you for the support.